Nice to meet you.
Excellent. Nice to meet you too, Adrian. Welcome to the class, Adrian. Very good, Adrian. So this is one of the Alos class, okay? So welcome, Adrian, to the class. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Miguel Cervantes Palacios, and I have been an English teacher for the last 30 years already. I have taught in several academies, several institutions, several universities, several levels from beginners to advanced and certification exams.
Excellent.
My professional studies, I have a BA in English. I also have a master degree in education. I have a doctoral degree in education, and right now I am studying the second doctoral degree, which is a doctoral degree in innovation for education.
Wow.
I'm married. Okay, I live in a small town called Tizayuca, which is in Hidalgo,
Okay.
as
Yes.
the closest city to Mexico City. And I'm married for the last 10 years already.
Okay.
And I'm happy to be here with you, Adrian. Welcome to the class, Adrian. Please feel in comfort, okay? Please feel comfortable with the class. Any questions you have, tell me, okay? And I will be helping you, right?
Okay, Mike.
Uh,
I feel that you speak very fast, but it's okay because I need to adapt my ear to a new, different kind of English. Right?
Very good, Adrian, okay.
Now, let
Okay,
me
Adrian,
introduce
please.
myself to
Yes.
you. My name is Adrián Hernández.
Good.
I'm working for Grupo Herdes in the division of freezer division. That
Okay.
is the Helados Nestlé. Helados Nestlé. Helados Nestlé is a company that sells the brand to Grupo Herdes. And in
Very
this
good.
moment, I'm the national manager of the sales national manager of a big team. I have maybe 7,000, no, sorry, 700 employees in
Very good.
my direct line. And I'm married for 20 years. I have the double years than you.
Okay.
And I have three kids.
Okay.
Sarah, that is 18 years old. Regina, 16 years old. And Fernando, that is I don't know why is my consentido.
He's my
Is my
preferred
preferred.
son.
Yes, that is 12 years old.
All
And
right.
my wife is Fernanda. Is my third marriage,
Very good.
but I have 20 years in this marriage, and I don't think that in this moment I separate of her,
From
right?
her.
Yes.
Okay, okay, Adrian, very good. Okay, Adrian, an important question for me as a doctor to know, okay, why, Adrian, why do you want to learn English, Adrian?
Okay,
What
because
is your motivation to learn English?
yes, I feel that I can speak fluently in some conversations, but it's interesting because nowadays Grupo Herdes have a joint venture with Froneri. Froneri is an English company, and for that reason, I need to study English because I know that in the future I need to talk a lot of conversations with the English people of Froneri, right?
Very good.
And that's the reason that I stay here in this moment. It's incredible because all the people in the company, I don't know if Alondra told you, but in this moment, maybe 6 or 7 people are studied English with Alondra. No,
All right.
and I stay with Alondra, but the main reason that I asked to her for other schedule is because I had classes with Alondra at 9 o'clock in the night, and it's very difficult for me because I'm tired. I have a lot of troubles, as you know. In this moment, I stay in Guadalajara,
All
Uh,
right, all right.
I mean, I stay in Guadalajara, right? I stay in Guadalajara, and I'm from Mérida, Yucatan.
Ah,
Right?
okay, okay, okay.
I stay traveling all the time from Monday to Friday, and in the nights it's common for me that I'm in a flight or maybe arrive to the hotel, and I swear that it's very uncomfortable at that time. I stay in a class, an English class,
Okay. So the inside is like you have a really busy schedule, right?
right?
All right, Adrian. Okay, okay. And before Alonda's classes, do you have any previous experience learning English? I mean, did you take any previous classes before Alonda's
Yes,
class?
when I was young, Mike, when I was young, I never have had any English class
All
because
right,
in the schools that I studied, they don't have like a primary language,
all
and when I when I graduated
right,
from the university.
good,
Um, I entered to a 3M company, Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing Company.
all right,
They have a lot of brands like Scotch Brite and
all right,
other brands, but it's a USA company, and I had a lot of problems because all the conversations was in English, and in that moment uh, I felt that I needed to take classes and started to the classes in interlingua,
all
right?
right,
But I all the time I have been in companies or in positions that
good,
demands a lot of time,
all right,
and it's very difficult for me to stay in one school, and it's incredible. But then I studied in Berlitz,
good,
uh, and then in a school that was in the building, in the same building that Grupo Danone, that
all right, all right,
I worked for Danone too.
all right,
And but maybe we had 1 year or 2 years of classes. Mainly, I studied English, uh, watching movies or maybe listening conversations. My little kids, they talk perfectly the language,
very good,
and I heard to them, and I maybe try to adopt different kind of conversations with them,
all right.
and but that's all my experience with the English.
Okay, okay, Arturo. Very good, okay, Arturo.
If you don't understand me anything, please tell me. Right?
No, no, Arturo. Yes, yes. Arturo, what do you consider is the hardest area of English? Maybe it's listening, speaking, reading, writing,
Okay, I
grammar,
hate
vocabulary.
I hate the grammar a lot.
Okay,
It's very difficult for me to understand the different verbs and yes, the verbs. And it's common for me to talk in present all the time, yes,
all
because
right,
it's very easy. And but I'm trying to use the correct way to express myself in the different verbs or times, right? In the
all
different
right.
times. Uh, I felt no I feel that is more easy for me to listen the English. I think that I understand perfectly, uh, but I don't have a lot of vocabulary, and
Very good.
is the main problem that I have.
Very good, Adrian. Okay. Well, I must be honest with you. Okay. Remember that fluency is developed thanks to two areas. Number one, which is grammar, and number two, which is vocabulary. Grammar and vocabulary are the basis for fluency. Okay. So the more you know about grammar and the more you know about vocabulary and you apply it when you speak, okay, That's
Okay.
equals to fluency. Okay, fluency in speaking and fluency in writing. Okay, and what about so far? What is your contact with English so far? I mean, right now, do you take phone calls in English? Do you go to conferences in English, or do you have to answer emails in English, or not yet?
No, mainly presentations in English,
All right.
physical presentations, because in this moment we are speaking about the business with with Froneri, the new
Okay.
company, and we have a lot of presentations that we need to do in English.
Okay.
But Alondra give me one tool that is interesting.
Okay.
Is a, I- yeah,
AI.
AI,
AI.
that I made telephone calls with a computer for 5 minutes,
Okay.
and I'm trying to practice maybe 2 or 3 times a day, and it's incredible because the tool understand perfectly about business, about family, about everything, and give me answers and questions that I can't believe it because they don't know about me, but they understand me perfectly.
Very
Yes.
good, Adrian. Very good. Excellent, Adrian. Okay. Okay, Adrian. In my class, Adrian, we will use a lot of technology, okay? Due to my focus on education and innovation, okay? So we'll use a lot of technology. Okay? One of them is going to be a board, okay, that I'm going to share with you, a digital board where you will find all the content, all the information, all the goals, okay, and all the classes for you, okay?
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, you will also find the recordings. I'm recording the class. So as soon as it has been processed, okay, I will share the recording with you. No?
Okay.
Number three, we will use a lot of AI. Besides the AI that Alondra told you, okay, I also know plenty of AIs that are going to help you in order to develop your fluency, okay?
Okay.
However, Adrian, I have a question which is important for me. How often, Adrian, how often after Alondra's classes did you study the material? For example, if you took a class with Alondra, so, I don't know, let's make it up, for example, on Monday,
Yes.
okay, what about the other days in which you didn't have classes? Did you re-study the material? Did you reread the material or not at all?
Yes, I trying to do it. Well, yes, I do it, but in this moment, Alondra don't give me a lot of homework.
All right.
In the last class, they give me she give me homework, but it's the only class that I have different materials
All
because
right.
we the last sessions only we are talk and talk and talk and talk different kind of topics,
Very good.
and in the last session she gave me materials, different materials, because we are trying to introduce phrasal
Phrasal verbs.
phrasal verbs,
Good.
and I try to use in my day a day, well, maybe thinking or uh, trying to repeat some sentences,
Very good.
but it's the only homework that I have in this moment.
All right. Okay. Very good. Okay. Okay. Okay then.
But
Okay.
but,
So,
but I can do it without a problem. I feel comfortable with homework because
very
it's the other way to practice, right?
good. Exactly. Exactly. Very good. Okay, Adrian. So that is going to be how my classes are going to work. Okay, we're going to use technology. Yes, we're going to speak in English. Okay, but we also have to cover topics on grammar and vocabulary. My proposal, Adrian, according to your profile, is that we study a business English, not general English. Okay, why? Because you are going to present a lot of things to the new owners of the company. So obviously you will speak about business things, no? Very good, Adrian. Okay, Adrian, so far, any question, Adrian?
Yes, I don't have any problem with your plan. You are the teacher, but do you don't think that is important at the first time to practice the language with a common conversations, and then pass to business conversations, because well, as I told you, you are Larry, and
It's getting frozen.
sorry.
And I think it's, we are having internet issues. You got frozen.
Yes,
Okay, can you hear me?
yes, I hear
Hello.
you.
Very good. Okay.
Are you there?
Okay. Yes. Not very good. Yes. Good. So yes, so you were mentioning about having normal conversations and then moving to business conversation, right?
Right, but I don't know if it's okay for you, or you insist you're the teacher, you have the experience, and I only a moped for you. Whatever you
No,
say, I do it.
no. That's good. I agree with that because obviously it's also important to cover both areas, no? To cover the social area of English, no, and the business area of English, no? That is also very,
Okay.
very important. Okay, very good. Okay, then, speaking of so, Adrian, what about Adrian? What about this long weekend? What do you do this long weekend, Adrian? Do you stay at home? Do you go out? I don't know. What about your long weekend?
Excuse
What
me,
do you do?
you freeze for 2 minutes, and I don't hear you
Ah,
very
yes,
well.
yes,
I don't know if is my network, or is your network?
I don't know either.
That
But okay, don't worry. Okay, Adrian, what about your weekend? What did you do last weekend? This Saturday, Sunday, and
okay.
Monday. But what do you do? Where do you
The
go?
last weekend, well, the last week I stay on vacation, and for that
Ah,
reason, in
okay,
the
okay, okay.
weekend, yes, in the weekend, I support to my wife to build a closet for my kids, because my
All right.
wife, I don't know what happened with her, but I think that she maybe believes that is above the constructor, and they trying to do everything in the house, plumbing,
Carpenter. Okay,
carpenter,
carpenter. Good.
carpenter, and a lot of things. But in the weekend, we build closets for the rooms of my little kids,
All
and
right.
it's difficult because all the days they use wood in different sizes, and maybe we need to well, for example, I don't have the correct vocabulary for that, but estuvimos atornillando,
Ah,
clavando.
okay. Okay.
Yes,
Good.
but I think that I feel comfortable with that, because it's a family it's a family activity, and all my kids support to us in
Okay.
different ways. Please give me the hardware. Please give me the tools. Please, you need to put the wood in the correct way, and it's very funny for me to have all the day working in the closets.
Okay. 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 Adrian, how do you feel doing that? Do you like it? You don't like it? I don't know.
Yes, I think that is an incredible activity. I think that maybe I don't feel comfortable at the beginning, because I feel that we are not made, and we are not the experts building closets. No, but Fernanda said to me, Adrian, do you have a lot of savings doing this activity? Yes, and I feel that, and I feel comfortable with that, and it's a funny activity, because all the family participated on that,
All right.
and I don't remember the last time that all the family stayed together, because as you know, my kids are yeah, in an age that maybe prefer stay in a party, maybe prefer stay with their friends. My little kid in the computer, uh, and I feel that this weekend the family stayed together, and they maybe give us a stronger position like a family.
Very good, Adrian. Excellent, Adrian. So, Adrian, it means that you didn't go out. I mean, you didn't go to the cinema, to the park, to the museum.
No, but other weekends maybe do it. No, did it? Did it? Yes, did it.
Did it? Okay.
Uh-huh. And I love the movies. I love the action movies, but I need to confess you that it's very difficult for me to stay stay despierto,
To stay awake.
awake, because all the week I only have time to work. I'm a workaholic person, and and for that reason, in the weekend, normally I want to sleep, or I want to stay at home, have a good moments with my wife, watching movies in the TV. And when my wife told me, "Oh, I want to go to the cinema,"
Good.
I all the time say, I don't, I can't believe it. I want to rest. I want to have a good moments with you, not to go to outside. But I understand, because they maybe all the week pass time in the house with the kids in the school, in the extra activity of the school, and I understand that she wants to go out of the house. Uh,
Very good.
go out house, no, right,
Go out of the house. I say, go out.
okay,
Go out of the house.
to the house, and it's good for me to go to the cinema. I definitely I love the museums, but in Merida we don't have good museums. It's,
Ah, okay,
it's,
okay, okay.
it's incredible because do you know what is the Chicxulub meteorito?
No, is that a museum?
No, Chicxulub is a meteoro. How do you say meteorito?
Ah, similar to Spanish, meteor.
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 Okay.
Meteor. Very good.
Chicxulub meteor is the meteor that finished with the dinosaurs, right?
Ah, okay, okay,
And
okay, okay.
that meteor downs in Yucatan and destroyed
Ah, okay, okay.
75% of the planet.
Ah, yes, I know. Yes, I know. I remember.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, and I live near from that site.
Ah, okay.
Meteorite. Okay.
Meteorite.
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 Uh,
Okay.
and it's incredible for me that the government don't have a good museum of that event in the past,
Exactly.
right? And you go to the Natural Museum of Yucatan, and it's very ugly. They have not original pieces of rocks or nothing. They have um, how do you say? I don't remember the word in Spanish, not ni en español la recuerdo,
Very
but
good.
they don't have a good
Ah,
materials,
okay.
and they communicate to the people in printed papers that see very ugly, and I don't feel comfortable with that because I need to punch to one person in the government to say, hello, you have a golden mine here, and you don't explode enough the history of Yucatan.
Very
Do
good.
you know? Have you been in Yucatan anytime?
Once, when I was maybe 10 years old, my parents
Okay.
took me to Yucatan. Yes.
Okay.
It's a beautiful, very beautiful place. Huh?
Yes, it's a beautiful place, but they don't have nothing, no one museum that explain the history of Yucatan, and it's incredible for me. But well, it's like that is the reason that I don't go to the museums in Yucatan, and maybe we have a lot of little towns.
Good.
How do you say pueblos? Countries? No,
Ah, little towns. Yes, little
little
towns.
towns that have a lot of history. Like Uman, that have the huevos motuleños,
Oh,
and
okay, okay,
they're very
okay.
delicious. And they have the Izaman, the yellow town, right?
Okay.
I have a very close Cancun, no.
Okay. Okay.
And sometimes I take to my wife and told her, maybe this Friday we need to go to Cancun and return the Sunday, the Sunday,
Okay.
and
Okay. Okay. Okay.
and it's perfect for me because we don't. It's very close, and we don't spend a lot of money because it's close, and we know all the different kinds of activities that we can do did, and and maybe there are the activities that I do in the weekend.
Very good. And how far is it from Yucatan to Cancun? It's 1 hour, 2 hours by
For
car,
4 hours.
4 hours by car.
Yeah, and nowadays we have the Tren Maya.
Ah, okay.
That
That's
is
very dangerous.
it's incredible. It's
That
incredible. You spend 4 times too, but it's wonderful, right? You know, at the beginning I hate the Tren Maya because it's from Morena. But when I take the Tren Maya, I feel very thankful with Morena for the first time and the unique time because they do a good construction. It's incredible the things that you can do or the activities that you can do. Travel by the Tren Maya. It's incredible. It's incredible. And it's very cheap for us because we have special prices because we only need to show the ID that we are from Merida,
all
and
right.
we have special prices, and it's very cheap because from Merida to Cancun, I spent only in the Tren Maya 500 pesos.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
It's very
Okay.
cheap.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
very
Okay.
cheap. It's more cheap than the bus. It's more cheap than you pay the how do you say the caseta? Se me fue el nombre. The
Petals. Petals.
petals,
Petals.
petals,
Yes.
and it's very cheap. And I don't explode. The Maya train has
The
the
rail. The rail. Isn't
yes,
it?
yes, but
No, no, that's what I think it's a dangerous train to take. No, it has it railed. No,
yes, yes,
so
but I think that is a little mistake that some people commit. We have a lot of mistakes in Mexico, but nowadays we have a lot of communication, and I understand. I hate the Morena people, right? But in that situation, I think that is only a little mistake, like we saw in France, or we like saw in other countries that primer mundo,
the first word.
the first world,
Good.
and maybe Loret de Mola, some people do a lot of how do you say ruido,
Noise.
noise
Noise. Yes.
about that notice, but it's only a little mistake. But I think that is my kind of way the situation. But
Okay.
I don't explode enough the Maya trail because you can travel to Palenque, travel to Chetumal, and maybe I don't have enough time to do it, but I I know that I need to travel to that places because some people say that it's beautiful. Palenque, for example, they think or the people told me that are a good, the best ruins
Ruins. Yes. Yes.
that have Mexico, and I have never been in Palenque, for example.
All
But
right.
we have a lot of things to do in Yucatan. A lot of things.
Very good. And what is the weather like in Yucatan now?
Um, it's very. I have problems talking about the weather I study a lot of time the different kinds of weather, and I always forget it.
All right.
But it's warm, warm.
Warm.
It's
All
very
right.
warm.
All right.
But nowadays we have a lot of rain because
Okay. Okay.
we have a cold front
Okay.
entered
Okay.
by Yucatan,
Okay.
and but all the time are very warm the weather. But I need to tell you that it's a kind of thing that I never accept of Yucatan. I try to say acostumbrar.
Ah, get used to. Lo voy a poner en el chat.
I never get used
Get
to
used
from
to.
Yucatan.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
Okay, I
Get,
never get used to Yucatan from Yucatan because all the time you have a lot of warm, no, right?
all right.
Calor
Yes,
is
warm or a lot of, let's say, hot.
a lot of hot.
Hot. Okay.
But you have a lot of benefits in Yucatan, right? Like security,
All right.
like the security are in this moment we have a lot of different issues of security, but I think that is because Morena takes Yucatan for the first time, and yes, it's incredible, and and they have some situations with the police and but
Yes.
but this safety in this moment too. And and my little kids love from Yucatan that never have earthquakes
Okay, okay, okay.
because I stay for 45 years in Mexico City. I'm from Mexico
Okay, okay,
City.
okay. Ah,
And in the last earthquake, my kids studied in a school in Polanco,
okay.
right?
Oh,
And when the earthquake
wait.
begun,
Began. When it began.
began, began, uh, they lived a lot of people screaming, a lot of
Okay, okay.
people do different kind of
In panic. No, many people in
in
panic.
panic, yes. Like people told me, "Nos vamos a morir," and something like that, and they felt scared about the earthquake.
Obviously, obviously.
And, if you ask to my kids, do you did you want to do you want to return to Mexico City? All the time they answer not,
No.
no, because we have a lot of earthquakes and we are scared of earthquakes. And but for that reason is incredible lives in Yucatan.
Very good, Adrian.
I
So,
go to the also and I put my car with the key in the car and I enter to the OXXO. When I return to my car is there. In Mexico, you can do it, right?
very good.
You enter to the
Well,
OXXO, you go out, and your car is never. No,
well,
it doesn't.
it may not be there. Okay.
Maybe not
Okay.
there.
So then you basically you live in Yucatan, okay? And how often do you travel to Mexico City for your business, for your job?
How often
How,
go to Mexico City?
yes.
Mm, It depends because in the last year, for example, I go maybe two or three times, but
Okay.
this year I was travel all the weeks except this
Okay.
one. But I stay in Mexico City for all the weeks. Because I think that is because the joint venture because my boss that is studying English with Alondra.
All right. All right.
Um, my boss all the time told me, Adrian, you need to stay here in Mexico City because for many people wants to go to the market, or you need to stay here because we need to give a presentation to them about the different commercial process that we have. And for that reason, I stay a lot of weeks in Mexico this year.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. Very good. Okay.
How do you uh, how do you hear me in my English? Is good or because
No,
I
no.
have a question for you, Mike.
Sure.
When you told me, or when you give me the word that you put in the chat,
Yes.
uh, I know that words, but
Good.
it's very common for me that forget it when I was talking. But if you tell me, I used to, okay, yes, I used to. And what can I do to remember that words? I think that the only way is the practice, right?
Very good.
Or
Then,
what?
then Eden, it's it's a matter of practicing. I mean, so your English is fluent, Adrian. However, is inconsistent to the level. Okay. So I was told that you were like, as you know, all in English. Okay, in any language. Okay, we have several levels. Okay, from A1, which is very basic, to C2, which is very advanced. Okay. So I was told that your level is B1. B1 is a high intermediate English level, okay? However, according to your speaking, I was making notes, okay? I was writing some of the common mistakes that you use in your speaking, and I will share them with you, okay? Look at this.
Okay,
Okay, look at this, okay? According to your speaking, Eden, I was able to analyze this current or this um, study repeating mistakes, okay?
okay,
Look at this. You said some words like this, okay? Like for example, this, okay? The last week, remember, in English, we always say, we only say last week.
last week.
Last week. Let's say last week, last month, no?
I
Last
used a lot of
last last
yeah.
year. Exactly. And you know why then?
Why?
This is then the last week of or adding the, no? Adding the to the beginning. This is Spanglish, okay? This is the influence of Spanish into English. So,
Okay,
but you only you have to remember that it's only with last week, last month, last year, um, okay, all that, okay. Never the
okay,
last week, the last month, the last year. It won't happen in English, okay. It's only last week, last month, last year, okay. Here we were screwing, atornillando, and we were, look at this, we were hammering, okay, martillando, okay, or
okay.
like the activity, no. Also, Adrian, you also said like all the day. All the day also, Adrian, is a typical phrase
Again, it's all day.
from Spanish. Exactly, it's all day. Exactly, bingo. Exactly. So we never say all the day. Why? Because this is inaccurate in English. Okay, this is influence again from Spanish into English. Okay, so it's all day. Also, then you say things like I love the movies. Okay,
I love movies
exactly. I love movies. Why not, Adrian? Why not? I love the movies. Why not, Adrian?
because it's the same. I use the Spanish to talk in English.
Exactly, exactly. That's number one. Okay. However, Adrian, it's possible to say, for example, if you say, for example, I love the movies. Okay, I love the movies made in 1980s. This is correct. Okay, this one is
It's
good,
because
Adrian.
you are talking about one kind of topic, right?
Exactly, one specific period of time. Okay, I love the movies made in 1980s. Okay. But however, generally speaking, when you speak about general things, and then you only say, I love movies. Okay?
Okay, okay.
Good. Next one, and then you also say things like, I must to tell you. Okay?
I
This
must
is
told you.
then just I must. Okay, it's okay. I must tell you. Okay? I must to tell you. No, because remember, again, must is an auxiliary, is a model verb. Okay? Must is a model verb.
But all the things that you are told me, Mike, are the perfect examples to explain you that I know that rules, but
Very good.
I make the mistakes. I make mistakes. I make the
Okay.
mistakes. I
Very good.
make the same mistakes. I make just the same mistakes all the time. What I need to do to correct
That,
them?
in linguistics, in linguistics, there is a phenomenon which is sometimes can be hard to treat and it can be hard to deal.
Okay,
This phenomenon is called like this
fossilization.
fossilization. Fossilization is in linguistics and then is something like you said, okay? Are students or part of grammar who students know they are incorrect, they are wrong, but they even know that is wrong or incorrect, they still use it. That area, the way to treat fossilization or fossilization mistakes in English again is to work a lot on grammar and vocabulary. Why? Because it means that you have fossilized mistakes like this, okay, the movies or the day, the last week.
Okay,
Right now for you, and then these are fossils, okay, fossil mistakes that you have gone into into your learning and into your mind. So that's why you unconsciously use them. But when you reflect on the language, okay, like
okay,
we are doing now, okay, it happens what you have told me. It happens that, oh, Miguel, I know this, okay, I know that, for example, the most won't take most to tell you, most to do. No, it only takes most tell you, most do, most have, most organize them. But yes, and that is fossilization. So the best way to deal with fossilization, I think, is to work on grammar, okay, to read a lot, and obviously, and then practice a lot of speaking, okay? Very
okay.
excellent. Good, good. Okay,
Excellent.
okay. Look at the next one, which is explain you. Also, and then we always say explain to you. Okay, explain
Explain to
to
you.
her. Okay. Also, explain you and then is Spanglish. Okay. In Spanish, yes, we say debo explicarte, ¿no? O debo explicarle, explicárselo, ¿no? But remember that in English, explain to you, explain to her. Okay. Here,
I don't understand perfectly that rule. I
yes.
explain to you.
Yes.
Um, uh, I don't understand what is the use of to, or in which kind of conversations I need to use the to.
Good. Good question. There are many verbs in English, many verbs that have prepositions. For example, one of them is explain to. Another one is write to, okay, or say to, okay, and or for example, remember about, and many more, Adrian, okay.
Okay.
Here, Adrian, the rule is simple, okay. All the time, you must use explain with to, write with to,
To.
say it with to, and remember about, and many more that we're going to study in the course, okay. This, Adrian, is called, means again, collocation. This is a linguistic word that says collocation, and then is words that always collocate together. So all the time, it means that all the time you have to use explain to, write to, say to, or remember about. We never say, for example, we never, for example, you will say, I'll have to explain explain to her the situation, okay?
It's only I'll have explained to her the situation.
Only, never, Adrian, never like this. I will have to explain her the situation.
I
This
have
one, this one,
explained to
no,
her
Adrian. This one is
is
incorrect.
correct.
Okay,
Okay.
explain to. Okay, write to. For example, you can say,
Can I
you need
say I write a card to my mother?
exactly. For example, you can say, you need you need to write I don't know, a letter, okay,
Letter.
to your mother,
Right,
no?
because
For
card
example.
is the credit card.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. Card es tarjeta, ¿no? Remember, card, tarjeta. A letter, una carta, okay? So always you need to write a letter to your mother, or please, also you need
Right.
to write
Right
to your
to
mother.
your mother a letter.
Very good, a letter, exactly. But all the time, Adrian, is write to, okay? Write a letter to, okay? Say
Okay.
to, Adrian, say to. For example, and you, for example, please
But
say
it's a common
that.
mistake that I do. I want to say is a wrong way, right?
Well, you can say, for example,
I want to say
you can
to
say, I want to say something to you.
is correct
Okay.
that?
I want to say something to you. Exactly, exactly, exactly. Mhm.
Okay.
Exactly. I want to say something to you. Okay. Very good. Adrian. And remember that about, for example, you can say, do you remember? Okay. Do you remember about our trip last year? Okay.
Do you
Do you
remember?
remember about our trip last year?
Okay.
Exactly.
Do you remember about our trip last year? Yes.
Very good, Adrian. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Look at the next one. Look at here. It says, in the weekend, Adrian. In the weekend, okay, we say, for example, yeah, on the weekend. On the weekend, okay. So rather than
Okay.
in the weekend, okay, we say on the weekend, okay. And here, Adrian, the same mistake. I love the museums, okay.
I love museums.
Exactly. I love museums, okay. Very good.
Excuse me, Mike. I feel that is a common mistake for me, the use of on in. Do you have
Okay.
an easy way to explain me that?
To explain remember, to explain, okay, to explain, okay,
I
that
have an
that
easy
to me,
way explain.
to explain that to me. Mhm. Well, Eden, prepositions, Eden, prepositions, Eden, like for example, in, on,
Okay.
at, okay, they have a special rules to follow, Eden, okay. Prepositions, Eden, are also one example, Eden, of collocation. For example, okay. Let's start with, for example, months. Okay, okay. First one, you can say in January, in March, in April. Okay, but look at it. If you say the day, for example, you can say on January 5th. Okay, on March, look at this, on March 11th. Okay, on April 20th.
I was born on October 29.
Exactly, exactly. If you only say the month, Adrian, is in January, in March, in April, okay? But if you say the
I
month,
was
and
born in October.
exactly, very good, exactly, exactly. That's a good example,
It's
okay?
correct. I was born in October, but if I want to specify the day,
Good.
I need to say I
I
was born
on
on
October,
October 29.
very good. That is correct,
Okay.
exactly. Exactly, Adrian,
Okay.
okay? Okay, also, Adrian, for example, Adrian, for example, for days, okay? Let's say about days of the week, okay? Adrian, how do you say, Adrian, los lunes? How will
Monday.
you say, Adrian, los lunes?
On Monday.
Very good.
In
On
oh,
on
Monday.
Mondays, on Tuesdays, on Fridays, no? Very good. Exactly. Or in singular, el lunes, super easy. On Monday, okay. On,
For a day, never use in.
good question, Adrian. For days, for days, we never say in. In Monday, in Tuesday, in Friday, that won't happen in English, okay? That is irregular English, okay? We
Okay.
will say on, okay? Very good.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, remember at, okay? At is more for a specific a date. For example, you can say at Christmas, okay? Okay, with this. At Christmas, you say at New Year Eve, okay? At Saint Valentine's Day, okay? Sorry,
Okay.
at is more for a special events or for a special days, like here, or or special celebrations, no? At Christmas, a New Year, okay, Eve, at Saint Valentine's Day, okay, or a New Year, at New Year.
Okay.
Very good.
It's wrong to say in St. Patrick's Day. I need to say at St. Patrick's Day.
Very good. At very good. At Saint Patrick's, very good. Exactly.
Okay.
Day. Very good. Exactly. Why? Because you are using a specific day or a specific date, okay, with at, okay. So all of that must go with at, okay. Excellent, Adrian. Very good. Okay, so let me take this and to look at this. I'm going to share all of this in a board, okay. Look at this in a special board. Look at this. Okay, this is the board, okay.
Okay.
Also, Adrian, for my class, Adrian, you will need a notebook, or you will need Google Docs, or you will need I don't know, a Word file in which you make your writings, okay? You make your notes, okay?
Okay.
Usually, I like to have my students write the date and write the goal so that every day is going to be a different goal and different activities so that you can see your progress, okay? Uh,
Okay.
along the class, okay? Well, so listen, I'm going to share the. Ah, no, let me okay. I'm going to share the board with you. Look at this. Let me copy this, okay? Very good.
You are
Okay.
so advanced in the technology.
Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, thank you, thank you, okay. Adrian, and how often do you read in English, Adrian?
I never, really never.
No?
No. But I understand that I need to start or beginning to maybe two or three books in English because
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
it's another way to have vocabulary, right?
For, sure. For example, Adrian, what kind of or for example in Spanish, Adrian, do you like to read in Spanish?
Um, yes, well, I read in Spanish in the past.
All right.
In this moment, I never read only my telephone.
But also, Adrian, I know why, because I mean, you are really, really, really busy, right?
Yes, exactly. But I'm sure that in this moment I don't want to do pretextos, to
Excuses. To
excuses,
give you excuses. Yes.
to give excuses. And if you give me one book or two books, I try to read.
Very good, Adrian. Very good. Okay. Anyway, as usual, okay, that is also another way to improve your English and to learn, no, to learn new vocabulary. Adrian, and what is your usual schedule? I mean, what time do you clock in? What time do you clock out? Regularly.
What? Sorry.
Look at this. Adrian, clock in, checar entrada. Okay.
Okay.
Clock out, checar
In
salida.
the day a day.
Yes,
Well,
from Monday to Friday.
I don't have a schedule, but but mainly I start all the days at 5 o'clock in the morning, in the place that I stay,
Okay.
and I finish maybe 10 o'clock in the night.
Wow.
But
So means that Adrian, do you start working? Do you start working at 5 a.m.?
yes, yes, all the
My
days.
goodness, Adrian. Wow. That is a
Yes,
super long schedule, Adrian.
it's incredible. But I always have similar work jobs,
Okay.
and since I remember, I all the time, I all the time, I trying to use the branches that I explained. But all the time, I have jobs that demands a lot of time of my person.
All right.
Uh, I wake up at 4 and a half in the morning,
All right.
and I start my calls at 5 o'clock to
5 in the
the
morning. Okay.
yes to the regional managers,
All right.
and I stay all day in the phone, in the computer, in meetings and meetings and meetings. We have a lot of meetings,
Okay.
but yes, I just I used to work a lot of hours a day,
Oh,
every day, every day.
okay. Then that's hard, Adrian. Okay.
Yes.
So
For
then,
that reason, I need to ask you if you have the possibility to move. Depends of your schedule, different meetings with you, because for example, tomorrow I travel. I will travel from Guadalajara to Mérida at 7 o'clock in the morning, but I arrive to at 11 in the morning. You understand that maybe I don't down of the plane. I will arrive at okay. I will arrive at 11 o'clock, and I don't know if I have enough time to connect with you. Maybe
sure.
if you have enough time, maybe you can move this meeting at 12 o'clock only for tomorrow, or maybe I need to connect at 11 and a quarter. I don't know.
All right. Okay.
What do you prefer, Mike?
So
Oh,
for tomorrow is Wednesday, right?
yes, only for
Usually, yes.
because
Usually, Adrian, I also have a. Voy a poner algo que. I usually I usually have a tight schedule. ¿Qué es eso, Adrian? I usually have a tight schedule.
type skill. Okay, yes, you have a schedule very busy.
Exactly like you, okay?
Yes.
But tomorrow, yes, and tomorrow, no problem. If you have the class at 12, okay, at noon,
Okay.
from 12 to 1, no problem, okay?
Okay,
Yes,
it's only for tomorrow.
yes, Adrian, very good, okay? Okay, Adrian, so let's stop here for today. You now, and then you have access to the board, okay? The board is going
Okay.
to be there for you open 24 hours, 7 days a week. So whenever you want to review something, which I really recommend and I really advise, okay, join the board, okay? If you
Well,
are
what I can enter to that board? Where?
there on the chat
Okay.
from WhatsApp with the group that are on the mate,
Okay.
there I share the Miro link.
Okay, perfect. Yes,
Yes.
I see that.
Very good. Adrian.
Okay.
And also, when the class finishes, okay, and let's wait for it to process, and I will share the recording with you. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Very good, Adrian.
Perfect.
So, Adrian, nice to meet you. Okay, see you tomorrow in class. Have a wonderful day, Adrian. Please try to
Thank
take it
you.
easy because you have a very tight schedule too, all right?
Okay. Right. Mike, thank you. Thank you. It's a
Okay,
pleasure
Adrian.
to.
Thank you. Nice to
Bye
meet
bye.
you. Okay, see you tomorrow. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye, Adrian.
See
Very
you.
good. Thank you. Very good.